On number 61, get my pen to work here. There you go. Number 61, we got limit as x approaches 1 from the left-hand side, that's what that negative means, of 2 over x squared minus 1. Now, the key to plugging anything in your calculator is that you have parentheses around top or bottom if there's more than a single number or a single variable. So on the bottom, we have to put parentheses around it because we have two terms here. Okay, so let's go graph this. Press our y equals, press clear, then you do 2 divided by beginning parentheses x squared minus 1, so x key x squared minus 1, closing parentheses if you want at the very end, you don't have to have those, and then graph. And we're looking at it as it comes, let me check it, yeah, 1 from the left hand side. Well, here's x equals 1. Coming from the left hand side, I'm tracing my graph, getting closer and closer to x equals 1, and I see it's going down forever, which means it's going to negative infinity. Now, if I looked at the table on this, I'm not sure if I got this set up on my calculator. Let me do a second window. Yeah, I got it set up for ask. Okay, so I do second mode, X out of there. I go in table mode, so I do second graph. I'll press delete a few times, clean out those old numbers. We're getting closer and closer to 1 from the left-hand side. So maybe like 0.9 inner, 0.99 inner, 0.999 inner, 0.49s. Now you see as it's getting closer and closer to 1 that these are going to negative infinity. So that justifies it using tables. Now it says then find a limit by analytical methods. For this particular one, there is no analytical methods to it. There's nothing we can do factoring to cancel. There's no conjugate. So that's all we can do on that. That was 61, not 6. 63. Actually, I think they probably have that wrong when they say then find a limit by analytical methods. I don't see where you can use that on any of these. Which is probably what your question is. Let's see. Limit as x goes to negative 2 from the left-hand side of 1 over x plus 2. Again, if you have more than a single number or a single variable on top or bottom, you have to put parentheses on it. So I'll put parentheses on the x plus 2. And let's go graph this. So press y equals, press clear, 1 divided by beginning parentheses x plus 2, closing parentheses, and then graph. Okay, and it's approaching negative 2 from the left-hand side. So here's negative 2 right here. Come from the left-hand side. I'm tracing my graph, tracing it, and I see the y values are going down forever. So it's going to negative infinity again. Now to verify that with the table, I'm going to go to my table. So I do second graph. And I'll delete to clean out those old ones. And we're approaching negative 2 from the left-hand side. So left-hand side, negative 2.1, negative 2.01, negative 2.001, and one more. Negative 2, oops, try it again, 2.1231. And you see it's going to negative infinity. Now a person can even, if I go back to graph mode here, you can even press trace. Okay. You know, here's my graph. I'm getting closer and closer at x equals negative 2. See as I press my right arrow key? See how this is getting closer and closer to negative 2? Now watch the y values. See what's happening to those. As it's getting closer and closer to negative 2, see the... Well, I guess not. It flipped up here too fast. I was hoping to be able to see it a little bit more. But anyway, it's going down forever. You can at least see that part when you trace it. Anyway, hope that helped on those two.